1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Total 6 cards, and all of them are useless for me. Folks, I am going to get rid of all of these cards, and in today's video, I will tell you why I am going to get rid of these cards and which cards are my favorite. And if I were to pick only one card from my wallet, why don't you take a moment and guess which card it would be? I will talk about that in the end of the video. Okay, so now let's get started. Let us first see which are these cards. First one is the Slice credit card. Second is the Citi Rewards credit card. Third is the Amazon Pay ICICI credit card. Fourth is the Zomato Edition Classic credit card. Fifth is the one card which is a metal card, for God's sake. And lastly, this is the Uni credit card, right? So why I don't like these cards anymore, and is it suitable for you or not, is also something that I'm going to talk about. Let us take each card and discuss. So first one is the Slice credit card. Again, a Visa credit card issued by SBM Bank. Nothing to talk about really about this card. No great rewards and no benefits as such as well. You can really not go for it because the discounts on Zomato and Swiggy that used to come have also dried up, right? There are barely any discounts anymore. So I'm just going to get rid of this card. I'm going to just discontinue it. Next one is the Uni credit card. The fancy proposition about this card is that you can convert your card spends into EMIs of 3 months without any interest charges, and if you make the payment within the same cycle, you get a 1% cashback. So that way it's a good card, but only for a beginner, right? I am someone who is optimizing for a reward rate of 8% to 15%. So I don't really I shouldn't really be bothering about this card, right? So when I bought this card, the idea was that the discounts that are there on Zomato and Swiggy, wherein you get 25 to 50% discounts, would have helped me save some money. But now those discounts have also dried up, and really the strategy has changed on my cards, right? So once the strategy has changed, it does not make sense to keep it in the wallet. So I have already gotten rid of this card. I have already discontinued this card. Next is the one card, which is the metal card. Again, nothing appealing about it except for the fact that it's a metal card. Really, the reward rate is around 1% only. So makes really no sense for me to continue with this card as well. I have already discontinued this card. It was very easy to discontinue. I just had to raise a request on the app, and then I got an email confirmation few days later that this has been discontinued. So I just keeping it as a souvenir for now. It's a decent card, but you can't really sell a Maruti car in the design of an Audi, right? Next one is the Zomato Edition credit card. This was a very good card actually, wherein you used to get 5% cashback when you would spend on Zomato, and 10% cashback on spending on your birthday. But unfortunately, these guys devalued this card just before my birthday. So my birthday was on 25th of September, and it got devalued on 20th of September. So now the reward rate is around 1%, and the only benefit that you get is you get the Zomato Pro membership, which gets you some discounts, does not give you free delivery, right? So I think when I have the Zomato Pro Plus membership now, for now, but I think Zomato has discontinued that Pro Plus also. So when renewal comes, I won't be able to renew it. So then I think Swiggy will again start, I'll have to compare between Zomato and Swiggy what works better for me. But right now I'm just keeping this card for the Pro membership. I'm not going to use it at all. I have not been using it. But in some times, so this card is issued by RBL Bank, right? So sometimes what happens is there are RBL specific discounts. That time I can use it, but again depends if the discount is more than 20%, only then it would make sense. Next one is the Amazon Pay ICICI credit card. It's not a bad card. It's a very good card actually. There was a time when I would use it for cashbacks. When this card came into the market, I got it at that time only. And this card gives you 5% cashback on spends on Amazon if you're a Prime member. So it's a very good card for beginners, and I would actually recommend you, between all of these 6 cards, I would recommend you to go and get this card, especially if you're a beginner and you can't really get the high-end credit cards. Then I think this is a perfect card for you. So, but for me, it really is of no use anymore. I still hold it. It's still active for me, but I don't use it at all. It's of no use anymore because of reasons that I'm going to tell you later in the video. But right now it makes no sense, but a beautiful card for beginners. Lastly, I have the Citi Rewards credit card. Again, I've been holding a Citi card for many years now. I've barely used it. recently once when my relative asked for it because they wanted to book some tickets, but otherwise I have not used this card in a long time now, and now Citi has sold their business to Axis, so I am going to get a replacement card from Axis for this card for sure in the next year. But we'll have to see which card Axis issues, right? I already hold 3 cards from Axis, so I don't think they're going to give me anything worthwhile, right? So I should be discontinuing this card also. So folks, now let us understand. First, let me tell you, 1 or 2 cards which I think will make sense for me, and I would actually love to hold. There are 3 cards actually. First one is the Axis Magnus credit card. Then I have the American Express Platinum Travel card and the American Express Membership Rewards card. So if I were given an option that, Neeraj, you can hold only 3 cards, I would hold these 3 cards. So Magnus gives me 1 lakh, on 1 lakh rupees spends every month, you get a flat 25,000 bonus points, which are convertible at a ratio of 5:4 to multiple airlines and hotels, right? So you get a reward rate of almost 20%, which is the best in the market right now. So I just got this last month. I also did a detailed video on Magnus, so I will be linking that video here in the description box below and here above as well. You should definitely check it out, and Magnus is a very good card actually, and if you can afford it and if you're eligible for it, please go for it, right? Next one is the American Express cards. These 2 cards are again very good cards. MX has started issuing cards again. Unfortunately, they have not yet started the referral program. MX is also playing smart considering the demand that they have. So the membership rewards card gives me 1,000 bonus points on spending 6,000 rupees every month in 4 transactions of 1,500 rupees each, which comes out to a reward rate of almost 10% for me. Nextly, I have the American Express Platinum Travel Credit Card. Again, this card is also a very good card. You get milestone benefits. So in months in which I'm not going to spend 1 lakh rupees on the Axis Magnus card, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this card to meet the 4 lakh rupees milestone in a year. So what happens is on spending 1,90,000 rupees in a year, you get 7,500 bonus points twice, which is 15,000 bonus points, and when you reach 4 lakh rupees cumulatively, you get another 20,000 bonus points. Additionally, you get 10,000 rupees worth of Taj vouchers. So the reward rate works out to around 7-8% here, which is good, right? So some other cards, there are some other cards that I have in my wallet. American Express Platinum Charge Card. I have the HDFC Infinia. I have the MX Gold Charge Card. Then I also have the Axis Atlas card and IDFC card. So these cards again, come lower in the order of priority that I'm going to use. So again, in the months I'm not going to use the Magnus card for 1 lakh rupees spend. I will use the MX Gold Charge card to get the 1,000 bonus points again, and HDFC Infinia probably for booking flights, hotels on Smart Buy for the 5x reward points, and also for the Amazon vouchers for 5x reward points, which gives me a 16.5% of reward rate, right? So this is the strategy that I am following with my cards. So these 6 cards, again, if you hold any of these 6 cards, and if you think that there is some value in these cards, except for the Amazon Pay ICICI credit card, which definitely has some value. So if you think that other cards have some value, please, why don't you comment and tell me what value it carries for you, so maybe I can reevaluate holding these cards as well. Until then, thank you for watching. Do not forget to like, subscribe and comment.